Stop waiting for a free afternoon. Why 20 minutes is enough. Just 20 minutes is enough to not just kickstart your creative practice, but build your creative output and get your art done. Hello, Darren here, The Creative Minimalist, www.thecreativeminimalist.com. Many people who consistently make great creative work aren't waiting for the perfect long stretch of time. They're using the gaps they have. There's a belief that short sessions don't count, that you need a proper block of time to make anything worth making. I agree that if you can block off big chunks of time to write, compose or craft, that is an ideal. But I want to challenge the belief that short sessions don't count directly. With some research, that surprised me. The myth of the long session. The assumption that creative work requires long, uninterrupted stretches is one of the most reliable ways to never start, unless you are a full-time, professional, paid creative, and even then it still happens. Long sessions are rare. Life doesn't arrange itself around your creative ambitions. And when the window doesn't open, the work doesn't happen. What fills the space is a specific guilt. I should be doing this. But underneath it is a logic that says, I don't have long enough to make it worth starting. That belief that the short session doesn't count is costing more creative output than almost any other single thing. Just think of some examples across the creative disciplines. The writer who needs a proper morning, a musician who can only record when the house is empty, the painter who hasn't touched the canvas in 2 weeks because they're waiting for the weekend. What the research shows about short sessions. A 1978 study by Baddeley and Longman trained postmen to type using different session lengths. Those taught in shorter sessions, spread across more days, outperformed those with longer massed sessions. Better accuracy, better speed, and the advantage grew over time. This is called distributed practice, the principle that many short sessions consistently outperform fewer long ones for skill retention. It's been replicated across dozens of skill types since. The reason for this is that the brain consolidates what it's practiced during rest periods. A long session accumulates repetition without giving the brain time to integrate it. Short sessions, spaced out, produce exactly the kind of learning that sticks. So, for creative work, 20 focused minutes of writing, playing, drawing, editing, done consistently, will develop your skills faster than the occasional marathon session. The Hemingway trick and the Zeigarnik effect. I hope I pronounced that correct. Hemingway stopped writing each day mid-sentence, not at a natural stopping point, in the middle of something, where he knew exactly what came next. This works because of the Zeigarnik effect, discovered in 1972 by psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik. The brain holds on to unfinished tasks far more persistently than completed ones. Incomplete things create a cognitive pull. They stay active. Stopping in the middle of a session with momentum still in the work means the creative thread stays live between sessions. You're not starting cold next time. You're completing something already in motion. This turns the short session from a limitation into a technique. You're not squeezing in 20 minutes. You're setting up the next 20 minutes before you leave. And so, just in closing, 3 things that make it work. Make the session specific before you start. Not work on the song, but finish the chorus. Start before you're ready. The warm-up is part of the session. And finally, stop with something to return to. 20 minutes done consistently is not a consolation prize. It's a different shape of the same thing. And it's available today, even if the free afternoon isn't. I'm off to spend 20 minutes finishing that chorus that I need to do. Stay safe and keep creating. I'll see you soon. Bye.